Okay, this is a real quickie, okay? We're in and we're out. We have a cigarette to light up. I always like to light up the cigarette before I do my videos just in case I die. You'll all know. I didn't die because I'm crazy or I cracked my head. I fucking died because I smoke. But anyways, I'm special because when I do these videos and I smoke, I'm Mr. Tack Pans. So Ronald doesn't get any of this shit. Ronald's never smoked. Every time the cigarette is picked up, it's Mr. Tack Pans. Shit. You know what I was thinking? I took out my piece of paper and I took a province of 5 million people and I figured out it took $12 billion to pay at least 20% of those people to stay home and do absolutely nothing, because that's what happens in life. Either we control the litter of the entire globe or we don't control and we pay for those who are born after us. Don't worry. God's not going to be mad. He understands. The angels who are not here as birth spirits are somewhere else. So don't worry about them. Run your planet the way it has to be run. It has to be run under some sort of control. I've calculated that in war in the last 25 years, not giving out any numbers because then I'm going to be breaking them down and I don't have all the numbers, I have all the basic percentages. First of all, I figured out that war has cost at least $25 trillion to $35 trillion minimum, because you don't see what else goes with the war. The trade behind the war, the trade behind the door. You can be feeding the people. The other thing I was thinking of course, if I can remember, because I obviously forgot, is that church, Jesus Christ, that all these people mention, and I love the guy myself. I just love what I think of. I like the image. I only like the image. I don't like all of what is said because I've never read anything. All I know is it's not all true. And a lot of it is mixed up in the numbers in Matrix. Because Matrix, we need to go around and come around to create. Because if we don't remember, we'll always forget. So I forgot. So what were we talking about? What goes around comes around. We're talking about churches. Jesus Christ, number 74. You know what's funny about that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. If you go over into the box of 5 or 14 or 23 or 32, divide everything up into the 9 lives of the cat, and the word Jesus in numerology shows up dead center. It also shows up that if you make the crisscross, it's 222 of 4 directions, which is 888. Into 2 worlds is 1776. 74 of Christ and 37, which is half, because it's 1.5 each to make the 3 creation, equals to 111, or the top floor of the Twin Towers. Tell me when I go wrong. The churches have taken away so much money, okay, that if they would take all the money and help out all the people in the world who are poor, who can't pay for their housing, give back that money, they'd still have trillions of dollars and everybody would be living. So Jesus Christ helped you? When every $2 you gave, every minute you spent and lost in the time you needed for your wife, Jesus Christ, take care of your wife. Take care of your kids. Stop running to church if you don't have time. Pray in the house. You have a family to take care of. You can't keep running to places because if somebody else says if you don't go you're going to die. That's bullshit. God knows He knows you know what to do. Do it. So, do I say go to church on New Year's? Do I say go to church on the holiday of Christ? 2, 3 times a year, it's okay. You know why? Because the element of spirit is there. And it's the spirit that makes the strength within the church. It's not the church itself. It's you next to the person next to you is what makes the difference. You have a life to live, and they curved our time rather short. We live on an average of 82 years, which is 91 years, which is 72 years of 81 years. Why would I say that? Oh, because when you say it that way, it says, "Hi, Jay." If you want to go all the way, J and K are together in the same basket. H and I are 8 and 9 for high of God, the last two letters that added on that never made it to piano unless you press on the floor. It says hijacked. And if you use the R with it, the A family says, ah, Joker. Who is the Joker in the A family? Is it the RESH family that they're scared of? Because 2 Reshes in Hebrew is a dead-end street. It brings you in and out of life. It gives you a space of 44. But in English, it opens it up to 36. Plus the 8 heaven is 44. Now you're an open RESH and ready to rock and roll. You carry the A in the English language. You carry the E in the French language. Whatever you carry on your back is what you have created for yourself in your own life. Your own visions between your 2 eyes. And the compulsive pressure we get from people we don't even see, because I'm getting pressure like crazy from people I don't even know, who haven't said a word to me, and it's all in my imagination because I see the future. So simple to see the future. Turn it to the Weather Channel. They're giving you the weather 2 weeks in advance. That's how I see the future. I see it based on my acts of the past and the acts of everything around me. That's the future. Now, we live by the day, we add the future into the day, and we are expected to already understand what's coming forth. We know on every angle, if we're driving, we can be stopped. Before we get in the car, we know that. We can have a flat. We might need to put antifreeze, fluid. We might have to check the oil, put gasoline in the car, and find a parking spot before we even get to work, or have our coffee, and it's freezing cold outside and there's snow to take off the windows, but there's ice at the same time. And you had nothing to do this morning. Something you could have prepared last night by bringing that ice scraper into the house. Is it worth getting that automatic start to start your car to take the ice off? Absolutely. That should be automatic out of your battery. They should include that in the cars nowadays. Not as an accessory, but right into the cars, just like windshield washers. It's not an easy life up in the north, but you know what? Once you say, I'm going out to do it, you go out, you warm up, you're all dressed up, put on a hat and a toque, and you're out and you're doing it. You're not worrying about these things anymore because you know they have to get done. Do you hate it? You'll hate it forever. Learn to love it. Raphael 7286, in the constellation of Pegasus. Who's more nuts? Thank you.